killing women. Stop killing women. Stop.
Today is day 11 of the 16 days of activism. We honor the people who quietly carry the weight of our communities. Those who step in when everyone else steps back. Those who show up not because they are paid, not because they are famous, but because they cannot stand by and watch another life break.
I carry the archives of stories of women and children and infants. And sometimes, man, we tell their stories because sometimes that's all we can tell. But you people who have power to change, to advocate, to sit in spaces that can move the needle. Today we are telling you, there are women who are not here, who should be here. And today we're going to tell their story when we open.
And today, I want to shine a light on one woman whose courage has saved countless lives.
We are tired of being tired of being tired of being killed.
Njeri Migwi.
I don't know how to make people care. How do I make people understand the pain that these families are going through? How do I make people understand that sometimes we even have to buy coffins, we have to buy pieces of land to bury the dead? How do I make people care enough to want to change this?
The heartbeat behind Usikimye, a safe haven, a rescue center, and a lifeline for survivors of gender-based violence.
There's so many people that tell me, Njeri, you're doing a good job. I meet people who tell me, Njeri, I've muted your page because I can't stand it. How do you think we stand it? How do you think we're not? We are people like you and me, but we've chosen to care. We've chosen to care for that gentleman over there whose wife was killed. He didn't know what happened. He didn't know the name to name it. And when we were having one of our community barazas, and we told him what femicide was, am I right? And he said, that's what happened to my wife. When she went to visit her sister, she was killed. And he now has a name for the case. And we are helping him follow the case. He's right there. So when you think Usikimye, we are fighting for him and his wife and his 5 children. That is why we exist.
When the world feels too heavy, when a survivor has nowhere to sleep, nowhere to run, nowhere to be believed, Njeri and Usikimye open their doors. And more importantly, she opens her heart.
It receives up to 30 calls or more. Yeah, depending on the day. On a good day, we say a good day is when we have 15 calls. That's a good day. And that does not exclude the DMs. That does not include social media tags. It's a lot. It's heavy and it's exhausting. My therapist probably needs a therapist. My community, my friends, my people, they're the ones who sometimes have to bear the brunt of this.
Usikimye was built out of necessity, but it thrives out of love. A love that refuses to give up on women and children who have been pushed to the edge. A love that says, you are not alone. We will walk with you one day at a time.
When you ask women to tell you what would happen if 24 hours men were removed, they tell you they will walk at night. When I have to leave my house and I am walking, I have to map. Ask women if they map their direction. Did you know that? We need to think, nikipitia Luthuli, nipige hapo hivyo chini Accra, na ni saa moja, sitafika home. We need to think.
Njeri's work is not powered by wealth or privilege. It is powered by volunteerism, by the long nights spent responding to distress calls, by the shared meals in a safe house full of laughter and healing, by the moments when she becomes counselor, mother, friend, and a fighter, all at the same time.
I've had to run out of this country one time or the other because sometimes powerful people have powerful threats. Yeah.
This is what volunteerism looks like. Not grand speeches, not awards, but ordinary people making extraordinary sacrifices so another woman can live to see tomorrow.
I have seen Njeri transform from a woman who was so naive in her speaking. I see her and she just amazes me, because the first time we spoke, she was so naive. She just didn't believe in the work that they do. To a woman who can take on anyone, the government, these big NGOs, they would sit and she would squarely take them on when it's talking about GBV issues.
And if you've ever wondered what impact one volunteer can make, walk through the doors of Usikimye. You will see children who finally sleep in peace, women who have found their voices again, families rebuilt, lives reclaimed.
But what I'm most proud of Usikimye, I would say, is the consistency, the commitment, and the passion within which they do this work on gender-based violence. They do not stop. Whether they have resources or not, they would traverse this country to rescue people who are in distress. And I believe there is room for all of us to do something. She's always in protests. She doesn't miss. Her colleague Ruth has spent a number of nights in police cells just because she went to rescue a survivor, and in turn she gets reported and they get booked in.
So today, let us honor Njeri Migwi. Let us honor the volunteers who sold their communities together with nothing but compassion and stubborn hope.
We are drafting a law with lawyers. It's almost ready. So we are now looking for an MP to sponsor, because you can't just go to Parliament, to declare femicide a distinct crime. Because in all metrics, femicide is gendered, it is intentional, and it's discriminatory. And it deserves penalties that will make people shudder when they think about killing another woman. But right now, most of the perpetrators are free. How do we change it? Sometimes it's by having punitive, measures, right? Yeah.
And as we move through these 16 days, let us remember this. Change does not come from institutions alone. Sometimes it comes from a single person who says, "Not in my watch."
I tell people every day, our youngest child was 4 days old. Her name was Aisha. She was raped and killed by her dad. Our oldest was 92 years old. Today we have a 74-year-old from Gatanga who has been killed. Did you know? Because they don't make the news. Because femicide for most of you is just a headline, a footnote, a story, an Usikimye matter, an end femicide matter. But it is not. It is our reality. There are people sitting here who are grappling with injuries because they almost escaped death.
And thank you to every volunteer lighting up the darkness. Until next time, my name is Robbie Omondi, and this is Life 360.